What's up, folks? I'm Dwayne,
I'm Alicia.
and this is Blackboard Gaming, where we teach you about all these great board games that are out there.
Waiting to be played by you and yours. I'm a simple man, don't wanna complicate you. Hey, everybody!
Today, we're going to tell you about a board game that has a very accessible theme to all you dog lovers out there. And that game is called Dog Park.
Dog Park is designed by Lottie and Jack Hazel and published by Birdwood Games.
Let's go to the table for an overview of how this game is played. Dog Park is an auction bidding set collection game for 1 to 4 players, where the players take on the role of dog walkers who are taking their canine companions out for a stroll. To set up the game, we would first place the park board in the middle of the play area. Next, we would take the 11 forecast cards, and after giving them a good shuffle, we would place one in each of the 4 forecast spaces at the top of the park board, returning the rest of these to the box. Next, we would take the 7 breed expert cards, and after giving them a shuffle, we would place one in each of these spots on the right side of the park board, starting from the top. Next, we're going to take the deck of 163 dog cards. That is a lot of dogs. And after giving that deck a good shuffle, we're going to remove roughly half of that deck, returning it to the box, and then leave the other half of the deck next to the park board in this spot here. And then, based on the number of players, we're going to reveal a certain number of dogs. So we're setting up for a 3-player game. So we're going to reveal 3 dogs. Place them in these spaces here. Next, we're going to take all the tokens needed for the game and place them next to the park board in reach of all players. There are 2 decks of location bonus cards that come in the game. We got one called the Rerouted Park, which is for the 1 to 3 player game. And we got the one that has Plentiful Park, which is for the 4-player game. Since we're setting up for the 3-player game, we're going to take this one, return it to the box, and then we're going to take the rerouted one, and after giving it a good shuffle, we're going to place the location bonus deck to the left of the park board, and then we're going to reveal the top card. And then we're going to place tokens out onto the game board as indicated by this card. Then we're going to take the round tracker and place it in the first space of the round track at the top of the park board. Each player is going to pick a player color, and they're going to get a matching lead board, offer dial, their walker, and their reputation marker, which they're going to place on the number 5 space of the reputation track at the bottom right hand corner of the park board. They're also going to get 2 stick tokens, 2 ball tokens, a toy token, and a treat token, as well as one of each player aid card. Then we're going to take the deck of standard objectives and a deck of experience objectives, and we're going to give both of those a good shuffle, and each player is randomly going to get one of each, and then they're going to pick one and then return the other one back to the box, and then return all unused objective cards back to the box. And they say the rule book says if you're playing with just 2 or 3 players, the objective cards that has the number 1 on them, return those to the box. Don't use those. And then we're going to randomly pick a start player who's going to get this walker token, and then we can start the game. So in Dog Park, we are walking dogs in order to earn reputation. And the game's going to last 4 rounds, and after 4 rounds, whoever has the most reputation is going to be declared the winner. So each round is broken up into 4 phases. There's the recruit phase, then there's select, then you actually walk your dogs in the walk phase, and then there's the home phase. In the recruit phase, the players are going to take a look at the dogs that are available out in the field. And then, starting with the first player, they're going to bid a certain number of reputation in order to get the dog that they want to bring into their kennel. So what they're going to take their offer down, and they're going to bid a certain number of reputation. So the most you can bid is 5. And remember, each player started with 5 reputation. Once they place their bid, they're going to keep it secret from the other players, and they're going to place it face down in front of them. And then they're going to place their walker out underneath the dog that they're trying to get. So, of course, you got to place your bid before you place your walker. The yellow player does the same thing. They're going to go after this dog. The purple player decides that they're going to try to get the same dog that the green player is going after. Once everybody has placed their bid, then we're going to resolve and people are going to reveal their bid. So the yellow player had no competition here. They bid 1 reputation. So they're going to go down to 4 reputation, and they're going to take this dog, place it in their kennel, and grab their walker. Both the green and the purple player, they bid 3 reputation each. Being that the green player is a tie, so the green player is closer to the dog, so they break the tie. So they're going to get this dog, place it into their kennel, and they spend 3 reputations. So they go down to 2 reputation. Purple player, they don't leave empty-handed. They're going to get this dog, and they're going to get it for only 1 reputation. Once we do that, then we're going to reveal 3 more dogs out into the field. So we're going to do this twice in the recruit phase. So, now a couple of things to pay attention to when recruiting your dogs. So when we placed out the breed expert cards, certain breeds are going to score more points at the end of the game than others. So that's one thing to take into consideration. The other thing to take into consideration is the dogs have special abilities that go off during certain parts of the game. So like this boxer, he has when walking ability that goes off. This Australian Terrier has a selection ability. During selection, when you play this dog place this dog on the lead, gain 1 toy. And I'm going to talk about that in a little bit. This Greyhound has a final scoring ability. Now, once these dogs get recruited, then we're going to reveal 3 more dogs, and they're going to be there for preparing for the next round. When the players recruit their dogs, they're going to place them into the kennel, which is the play area beneath their lead board. And each round, the players are going to recruit 2 dogs. So at the most, the players can have 8 dogs at the end of the game. So once we've done our recruit phase, then we go into our select phase. And what we do there is we choose which dogs in our kennel that we're going to take out for a walk. And we do that by paying the resources that are on the left-hand side of the card. So this Australian Terrier, I pay this ball and this treat. And I take those, returning them to the supply, and I place this dog on my lead board, and I place a walk token on top of that dog. Now this dog has, during selection, when you place this dog in the lead, on the lead, gain a toy. So I will gain a toy. So just so happened, let's say I didn't have a toy to spend for this dog. This dog gave me a toy, so now I can spend those resources, return to the supply, place this dog on my lead board, and get a walking token. Now at the most, I can walk 3 dogs per round. Now once we've done the select phase, now we go into the walk phase. During the walk phase, the players are going to place their walkers at the beginning of the path. And then starting with the first player, they're going to move their walker 1 to 4 spaces along the path and then gain that resource. So first player could go here and gain a treat, placing it on their lead board. Now, if you look at, you got tree, ball, the toy. Here, usually there's X, you're supposed to skip over this spot. But I looked it up, you still can change paths. Because when you get to this spot, it lets you change the path. So you can decide to go this way or decide to go that way. Now, if you see this symbol here, if you land on this, this allows you to swap dogs from the field with the dog that's in your kennel. This symbol up here allows you to scout, which you would take 2 dogs off the top of the dog deck, take a look, and you could switch one out with the dog that's out in the field and discard the other 2 dogs. Wherever you see this ribbon, that's where you'll get reputation. And this ball, like if you remember the location bonus card, we added these tokens onto the board. So if a person lands here, they're going to get this toy and this wood. They're not going to take this wood. They're going to get it from the supply. And then the players are going to continue walking along this path until they get to the end. Now, the first player that gets to the end of the path will get 2 reputation points. And they can only, each of these spaces can hold just 1 walker. The second player will get here. And then if there's one more player left out on the path, they immediately go to the end of the path and they will lose 1 reputation. Once the players have finished walking their dogs, then we will go into the home phase. And that's where we will earn 2 reputation for each dog on our lead board that we were able to take out walking. So in this example, I get 4 reputation. And then we will lose 1 reputation for any dogs in our kennel that do not have a walking token. So if I had this dog in my kennel, he doesn't have one of these walking tokens. That means I failed to take him out for a walk, so I would lose 1 reputation. After that, we will retrieve our walkers from the board, and we will move any dogs on our lead back down into our kennel. We will flip over that round's forecast card to show that we're moving into the next round. We would discard the tokens that were placed on the board, returning it to the supply, and get rid of that location bonus card, and we will reveal a new one and then place tokens out based on that location, that bonus location card. And then we will pass the first player token to the next player clockwise, and then we will go into the next round. After 4 rounds, the game will come to an end, and then the players will count up their reputation. They will take the reputation that they gained throughout the game out on the park board and add to that reputation that they will get from having the most of a certain breed of dog. And remember, these are placed out randomly, so the toy dog will earn, whoever had the most of the toy dogs will earn 8 reputation. Whoever had the most terrier will earn 7. Working will earn 6, and so on. Then they would get reputation for any dogs they have. They have a final scoring ability in their kennel. They will earn reputation from their objective card. And then they will earn 1 reputation for every 5 resources that they have left over on their lead board. And then after counting all that up, whoever has the most reputation will be the winner of Dog Park. So Alicia and I, we're not pet owners. But even though we're not pet owners, I really do like the theme of this game because I like dogs. You know, so this is a very unique theme for me. You know, okay. You're walking dogs.
Yeah.
And I think that's so cool. You know, what did you think?
Okay, so I'm not a pet person per se. However, I really like this theme.
Yeah, I really did like this one. I think this is an accessible theme for people that really like dogs. And you know, the coolest part is I didn't know there was that many breeds of dogs out there.
I didn't either. And in fact, that's one of the things I like about this game. I really love the art. I love how the art shows the different dogs. So that was really one of my favorite features of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it kind of reminds me of Wingspan.
Yes.
With the birds, you know.
Yes.
And this one is dogs.
Yes.
And they got like 163 dogs, different dogs in this game. So I really like that.
Yes, that was cool. That was cool. I did not know there were that many breeds of dogs.
Yeah. So, what did you think about the components?
I like the components. First of all, I love the colors. Those pastel colors look so pretty to me. And I like the resources. I like the wood and the ball that you get to play with the toy that you get to play with the dog. So I think those are unique and really thematic.
Yeah, and I like it. I think it's thematic because certain dogs have a certain temperament. You know, certain dogs they like plushy toys, or some dogs like going to chase sticks or balls or whatever. Some dogs will be like, I hope you don't expect me to go chase that.
The way different dogs require different resources because of their personality and temperament. So I think that was cool the way they incorporated that into the game.
Yeah, you know what? I really like the your scoring meeple. It's a little dog. That's your reputation counter. And then I like your the meeple that you go walking. You know, and in fact, I don't know if you noticed that some of those meeples there's guys walking dogs and women walking dogs.
I did not notice that. I mean, I only paid attention to the one I had, and it was a woman walking.
Yeah, and I gave you the purple.
Yeah.
But I played with the red.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So, okay. What do you think about the art?
Well,
I know you already touched on it, but what did you think about the art?
Well, I love the detail, and I love the vividness. The art looks real. It really looks like those dogs are jumping up off those cards. I can hear them barking. Yeah, the art really enhances the game.
Yeah, I agree with you. I do like the art of the cards.
Yeah.
You know, what do you think about the mechanics?
I'm not really a fan of bidding. However, it wasn't really the big deal that it usually is. I like all the other mechanics. I certainly like the resource management.
Yeah,
and I certainly like getting to move around and collect your resources and deciding what dog you're going to go for next. So yeah, I like that part of it.
Yeah, I do like. I agree with you about the bidding, but it wasn't really that bad because you're just bidding a little bit of reputation. But the thing is, you are always gonna get something.
Exactly.
You know, you're just not gonna lose out. You just might not get that specific dog that you want.
Right.
And that's okay because you get to work with it. You know, because that dog might score you points for other dogs, or might give you a bonus action that you could take like during the different rounds. Like of course, the game lasts 4 rounds, and the first you bid. Then you select your dog, which that's probably my favorite part of the game, is when you selecting your dog, because then you can create a little couple combos. Because like a dog might have a bonus where if you select them, you get a ball, and you can use that ball to pay for another dog.
Yes.
You know, so I like that. And then you walk the dog to get those resources.
Yes.
You know, so it's not, you know, each of those little actions or the things you do don't take long.
And it's not a complicated game.
No, it's not. It is not a complicated game, and the game doesn't take that long to play.
So not only is the theme accessible, but the gameplay is entry level friendly to me.
Yeah, but I think you do have to figure out your strategy.
You do, but I don't think it's super hard to get into the game and feel like you mastering it.
Yeah, but I think it's fun.
It is fun.
I do. Now, so in other words, you think this game would be easy to teach?
Easy to teach and easy to learn.
Yeah, but it might be a challenge to master. I look at this as not an entry level game, but kind of a next step.
Really, half step. It's not that hard.
It's not. And like I said, I think one of the things, like I said, I appreciate about this game is the theme is accessible.
Well, see, I actually think that's why it would be easier to learn, because I think the theme would appeal to so many people that it would shorten the learning curve for them.
Yeah, because they're invested in the theme.
Yes.
They're invested in, collecting the dogs and stuff
Yes.
like that and taking them out for walks.
Yes.
And that's what I really like about this game.
Yes.
So overall,
Dog Park is a charming game, and I love it.
yeah, I think this is a charming game to get to the table. Now, like this game was sent to us by the publisher, and like I said, we took a look at it and we really enjoyed it. I figured you might like it, So, Dog Park, definitely check it out if you love dogs.
And even if you don't, the game is still fun.
Yeah, it is. So, if you like the contents of this video, feel free to hit the like button, subscribe.
Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter.
And I'm Dwayne.
I'm Alicia.
This has been Blackboard Gaming.
We will see you next time.